Okay. Alright, man. This is episode 11. We're kicking off. Only one more episode in the season, so
till we're done.
You know,
it's crazy.
So,
season 2 is crazy.
Season 2, wrapping it up. It's been a try. So, okay.
I know.
So I'm your _ Prince.
It's your boy Beacon.
And we have H&H.
What's good, y'all?
They find it.
Alright, so introduce yourself. Who is H&H?
So first, my name is Daniel Agidi. Instagram Slams Vision. I am a senior at Rutgers. We'll be graduating in the fall. You want to introduce yourself?
My name is Maiwa Agidi or Samuel Agidi, whatever y'all want to, whatever. I actually just graduated from community college Friday, so we thank God for that.
Congrats.
Appreciate y'all. Yeah, man.
Yeah, and congratulations to all the
2019
graduates. We got like 2 or 3 more degrees that we're chasing down too, but we ain't gonna talk too much about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you guys can tell the brothers, right? So. But yeah, so what's H&H? What's H&H?
Yeah.
All right, so H&H stands for Humble Hungry, and
that's good.
We're a fitness company, so we started back in 2014. This was my second year over at Liberty University. I went to Liberty for 2 years and I transferred over to Rutgers. So we started back then. Originally, the idea wasn't even to start a business. It was just, all I did was work out. Like I was trying to make the team over at Liberty, the basketball team. So me and one of my boys named Eli.
Shout out to Eli.
Shout out to Eli.
Yeah. Me and him, we used to just be in the gym every day, in the morning, at night, midday, like literally for hours. So we just be in the gym, we just work out all the time. We just trying to get better, trying to like basically perfect our craft. And then one day we was just balling, and then we just started saying humble and hungry, saying like that, like basically that's the attitude that we're using towards working out, towards like anything that we have going on.
Yeah.
Just stay humble and then continue to work hard. You don't have to like continue to just like boast yourself or do like you don't have to brag about what you're doing. Just continue to work hard, stay humble, but just continue to stay hungry. So that's like the background and everything.
And that's like the origin of it. Like over time though, it's definitely grown. Like he said, it wasn't even to be like a fitness company at first. It was just like, all right, we work out, so let's just do this thing since we work out. But over time, it kind of turned into like almost like a mentorship, fitness type of thing combined, because it's like, especially like where we grew up at, there's a lot of talent there, but a lot of people don't really have like the guidance or the right people in place to like help them, mold their talent into something that can go further than from where they at.
Yeah.
So seeing that growing up, like we know like a lot of people that got mad, like super, super talented, but it's like, yo, none of them play sports no more. None of them really do what they've done or what they was doing like when they grew up.
Yeah.
So seeing that, I was like, man, bro, we could kind of have like an effect on people to, hey, let's help this dude right here, or let's grab this kid while he's younger and train him up, and keep him on the right path in a sense, and keep him humble. But in the gym, he's hungry, so it's like it's a balance type of thing, but it's definitely turned into like more of like a mentorship, like gym type of foundation. It's a lot now.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
I think something really beautiful I want to dive in real quick is like how are 2 brothers coming together to get an idea. And I know with men, there's an ego problem.
Yo.
Yeah. You got the blood brother.
Yeah. Okay. When I tell you, bro, because first of all, I'm older than him. But like,
he just gave it out. You see that ego I'm talking about?
So like,
just kidding.
At first, bro, it was like I used to not even like tell people that he was the CEO of it, because it was like a pride thing for me. Like,
so you guys are legalized.
So we're getting legalized, like all that is.
It's okay, you can still be the CEO. You're the CEO, bro.
Yeah. We speaking it into it.
Speaking it into it. Just unofficial CEO.
Yeah.
Just.
Yeah. So like at first it was just like, dang. I used to like, nah, both of us. Like it was a pride thing for me at first. But I was like, every time, like, bro, like you said, he came up with this idea when he was in Liberty. Like it was always a thing for us to work out, but I never like, hey, let's have a business mindset behind it. So it was definitely like a little bit of a pride thing for me at first to say like, hey, this dude is the CEO. But now I was like, bro, anything, even with this thing, I'm like, yo, if you want to just do it, and I like be at the crib, like it's cool. But like, he just brought me along with him. I'm really just like, whatever he needs, you feel me? That's what I'm here for. LOL.
And
this man.
It's working.
And I think just like off of some of the stuff he was saying, like a lot of things that I realized growing up is that you'll have a bunch of players that are like really, really nice in ball, really nice in football, all of their like all different type of sports, but just that they never really had the right guidance. So like you'll have players that are really, really nice, but then when it comes to like things with school, when it comes to attitude problems, when it comes to just like just carrying themselves the right way, that will always be their downfall. Exactly. And it's like, honestly, I kind of got tired of seeing that, because it's one thing, because with me, I'm not going to sit here and try to say I was the best basketball player ever, but it's just the fact that like I worked hard, you feel me? I was humble with everything that I did. Like, I stayed on the right track. I went to school. I made sure my grades was good. But it's like, I look at other people and I'm like, bro, like, even if you had like half of the mindset that I had when it came to school, when it came to making sure you was getting the things that you actually need to get done, you was staying out of the wrong crowd, being around the right people. Like, some of the people that look, I'm like, yo, if you even have like a little bit of that mindset that I had, then you could have probably been somewhere doing big things. Yeah. Because number one, you had the talent. It's just that the mindset wasn't there. So that's one thing where it's like, I don't want to see that happen no more. Yeah. So like all the youngers that I know that play ball now, like I just try to instill that into them, just let them know, like, bro, like right now, you feel me? You young, you playing ball, like you don't have a lot to worry about, but like later on down the line, you're gonna be hit with a lot of obstacles. Like it's gonna come a time where things aren't going your way. Yeah. It's gonna come a time where people aren't like always telling you, "Oh, you're the best at this, you're the best at that." Like people are gonna get better than you. You're gonna face obstacles. Like things are gonna come in your way. So it's like, just teach them, like, brother, just keep pushing. Like, just keep pushing.
It's interesting you bring that up, because I feel like everybody in wherever town they grew up in has a couple people, or even just one person they know, like, yo, when we were younger, like, he was him. Like, everybody thought he was going to the league, and from one walk or another, he lost his way. And it's funny that, you know, you guys see that, and the company is almost part of where it came from is to kind of limit and decrease those stories.
Yeah, that's really dope, though. How has the name Humble and Hungry affected y'all? Because this is a Christian based creative business.
Also, speak on the no turkey thing. I keep
saying, I'm about to bring that
up. No turkey?
Yeah,
no turkey zone.
I be seeing that a lot associated with H&H.
What's no turkey zone?
All right, so I'm gonna answer the first question, and then he can answer the no turkey zone.
All right, good.
So, it's just like, I don't know. One thing that I realized with myself in general is that like when I'm not out here trying to like big up myself, trying to say, oh, I'm good at this, I'm good at that. Like, it's just like at the end of the day, like one thing that we all need to realize as Christians is that like none of this is for us. Like the stuff that we do, all the glory goes to God. Yeah. So it's like when it comes to certain things that I do, like even with helping kids out, it's like it's not me. You feel me? Like it's I'm the person that God's using to actually do all these things, but it's like it's not like without him, then what am I? You feel me? Exactly. So it's like I came to a point where it's like, like I have all these talents, I have all these other things, but it's like number one, I could be better, and number two is like the only reason why I have these things is because of God. It can easily be taken away.
1000%.
So it's like you just gotta remain humble. You feel me? Like don't try to act like you all big and bad, because it's like at any moment, whatever you want, whatever you have can be taken away. So it's like just continue to be grateful for everything that you have, and that's kind of where like my whole mindset comes from. Another thing, like the Bible verse that we use a lot is 1 Peter 5, and it basically says like humble yourself, so in due time the Lord will lift you up.
Wow, that's good.
So it's like that's one of the main Bible verses that I live off of. So.
Yeah, no, I was definitely going. I know I was talking about the no turkey thing alone, but I want to talk about that part too. It's so important to understand, like, as hard as you work to get to a certain point, like it can be taken away from you in half the time that you work to get there. Like not even half, it can be taken away from you in seconds. Like literally, everything that you work so hard for, it's finished like that. So to be boastful and prideful in the thing that you literally can have taken away from you at any moment is insane to me. Because it's like, yo, this person here, right, can do not even as the same amount of work and get to that point. So for you to be like, hey man, I work this hard, like, bro, this dude not even working as, he's working less than you, and he's getting to that point. So it's like to be boastful in something that is like, even in like, he had a lot of drip water on.
Yeah.
Oh. So to be boastful in and like a genre of life like that, and it's something that's like globally like yo. So it's like, bro, how can you be this boastful and you're working this hard on the side, but this person is not even working that much, and he's still getting to the same point as you. So like, you really have nothing to even be boastful about to begin with. And then even with being boastful, it can be taken away from you like that. But no turkey zone.
That's good.
No turkey zone. That's funny because one of my mans actually started it. He don't even know he started it, but we took it and we just ran with it. He did. It's like a cordial group.
Too late. You're about to patent.
You feel me? It's like,
even with that, he is a part of HMH.
Yeah, he's still a part of it regardless.
But he just be on.
You know,
we're not gonna talk about.
We love you, bro.
Silent partner.
But no turkey zone, man. Is actually, it really is just not being in a lazy state of mind. Like,
So you trying to say turkeys are lazy?
That's exactly what I'm trying to say.
So
how many times? Hold on.
It's okay.
Turkeys are birds. True or false?
Yeah.
How many times do you see turkeys flying?
I mean, most times turkeys are dead on our plate.
Come on,
and
because they're lazy. If you don't see eagles dead on your plate because
I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
The turkeys is lazy.
Yo, you try mother hen though?
No.
Just
back to the turkeys.
No turkeys on this really just like putting yourself in a mindset of, you know, not being lazy or not being stagnant or not just being comfortable in where you are. And that's another thing. Being comfortable, I feel like it's a curse. Because I feel like when you're comfortable, you can't grow no more. Like,
absolutely.
Like you're just in a state of comfort. Like, I'm good. Like, and I feel like the only way to really grow is to be uncomfortable. So if I'm uncomfortable at all times, that means, hey, there has to be some type of growth for me to accomplish now. Because if I'm comfortable, I've done this thing so many times. All right, well, I'm still here. I feel like people who are turkeys, they love to be comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, anything outside of their comfort zone, they don't want to do it. So like,
that's good.
When we be screaming no turkey zone, it's really just like, don't be comfortable, bro. It's just get outside your comfort zone. Don't be lazy. Don't be stagnant. It's just motivate yourself, bro.
So in pushing that on comfort, right?
But that's actually funny though.
What?
I want to say something really funny. There's a funny like thing in our culture, right? They say to turkeys, like, turkeys are known for being prideful. Like the way they walk,
boom.
They're very.
And even
prideful.
with that, like, you ever see
it's
when
like
you driving,
almost kind of peacockish.
you ever see like when you driving in certain areas? Well, I don't know if y'all got a North Jersey. I know South Jersey, like. Sometimes, like when the turkeys crossing the road, but they be walking.
They be walking fast.
It's like they own the street. They walk.
They have a lot of pride. Like,
they do they do not care.
So say no turkey zone, kind of like
they're sort
don't
of
be prideful,
almost,
don't be lazy.
Because I feel like, I don't know the whole like dynamic of like the family tree, but like they sort of have like characteristics of the same kind of elegance of peacock should.
They do, because they spread their.
They don't look the same.
Yeah.
It's like a peacock walking. It's like, I get it, but a turkey,
turkey,
look at your neck. Look at your neck.
That's God's creation.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
Yeah, turkey neck. Yeah.
What are you gonna say though?
No, I was saying when you're talking about that level of uncomfort that breeds growth, like touch on the struggles of making a business, doing it as brothers. You touched on a little before with the pride, and then how God played a role in getting you through that struggle towards where you guys are headed now.
Yeah.
So like, number one, I feel like starting a business is actually like really hard.
It's madness.
Like, it's definitely doable, but it's just the fact that there's so many things that you don't think about when you're starting it. Like there's the money that like that it's so much money that you have to put aside to actually create something. The debt that you have, like I'm still working out again. Like it's so much things that like you don't realize until you actually start doing it. So like my thing is, and it's like you're not gonna learn it unless you actually start the business.
Yeah.
So like even like there's a lot of mistakes where it's like you're not gonna really know how to fix it unless you go through it. And I feel like as one of the main things that I learned from business, like especially being patient and just like learning from all the failures that I have. Like even when it comes to like buying too many shirts, like even doing things like that. I remember before something that we did, we used to like customize the shirts for people and put like put a number on the back for each person. What we learned from doing that is like, all right, you'll sit there and do it, but then the person will never come get the shirt. So then after a while, like even from learning from that, like so now even if we was to ever like do something like that again, we'll like put like you have to pay up front
deposit.
Yeah, and then when the shirts actually come, you'll pay the second half.
Yeah.
So it's like things like that, and then just getting everybody to actually, I guess, like help you out. You feel me? Because like as a business, you got to sell yourself. Like it's not just the actual product. You feel me? So it's like if you're not a good figure to other people, if you're not an influence to other people, then it's like nobody's really going to care about what you have going on. Mm-hmm. So like one thing that I kind of take pride in is make sure that I bring the same energy to every single person that I come in contact with. So like in business, especially like with something that we're doing, it's like everybody that I see, I make sure I have like a positive attitude with them. I make sure like I try to impact people's lives as much as I possibly can with the business. Like literally, I wear these shirts all the time. Like all the time, like, and the reason why I do it is just to we're a brand, so it's like I want to put a face to the brand. So it's like with doing that, it kind of helps. It helps with the sales of the shirt, and also it's like one of the main things that I feel like that I kind of like struggle with is just I want to say just not doubting myself, because a lot of times I be thinking like, yo, like. I'm not where I want to be at. I'm not where I think I'm supposed to be at. So it kind of like makes me take a few steps back and be like, yo, like I don't feel like doing this today. Yeah. But then when I see other people like tag me talking about no turkey zone, tag me checking in, tag me doing this, tag me doing that. When I walk around campus and I see people in the shirts, it's like it makes me realize like, bro, like what you're doing is actually helping people. It's actually impacting people. So it's like if I stop, then who else gonna carry the torch? You feel me? So that's one thing.
That's good.
I think like being uncomfortable in the business aspect is crazy, because it's like every day it's like a make or break type of thing. I feel like there's times literally when things are not going the way you had it planned, like how you said like about the shirts. We still got shirts at the crib, bro, from like years ago. It's like, bro, some people that have placed orders or whatever like that, and say, oh, I want the shirt. I would never see them. And then like, even with like when it's crazy how it works sometimes. Certain things could be motivation, or they could cause you to be like depressed or like sad about what it is that you're doing. When you see other people who are doing like something similar to what you're doing, or when you see people who are like chasing those same goals and they're surpassing you, and it's like, bro, what am I doing wrong? Like maybe I should just not do this, because maybe this is not my thing or whatever like that. So like having to face those type of things, I feel like it's so important, because it's either, like I said, it's gonna make you or it's gonna break you. So I feel like that uncomfort of feeling, hey, I wanna do this, bro, but I'm not really doing good right now. It's like, dang, so should I press forward through this, or should I just chill here because I'm scared of the outcome? Like, so I've learned to a point now, even when I'm talking about like the community college thing before, like all this stuff plays a factor into it, because it's like, what type of business dude or whatever is going to be in community college forever, you feel me? Or it's just like life in general, it plays so much of a factor into business. It's like, yo, if I don't get past this aspect of life, I'm going to get past this one. Like, how can I be such a great business person if I'm still struggling in this aspect of life, or if I'm struggling with my walk with God, or if I'm, like how, because I feel like all of these things have to play into on the same team in a sense. Like, if this not working, this player can't work. Like, this player is not doing his job, this player is not going to be able to score. So it's like, for me, it's uncomfortable, but it's wonderful though. It's a wonderful uncomfort, because you learn a lot doing business. And then it's like with your brother, it's like, bro, there's be times that we don't agree about nothing sometimes. It's like, bro, I don't want to do that. And it's like, just this type of stuff that you got to deal with. But it's like, it's dope though, because like I said, it's a growth that comes from being uncomfortable.
Iron sharpening iron.
And then another thing is like, another thing that I kind of deal with a lot is like it's hard. You can't please everybody. Like I'll have literally, I'm gonna tell you, and it's funny because like when we first come out with shirts, I be telling people like, yo, get your shirts while we have them. Like hit me up now and then get your shirts. But then like after a while, when we start selling more and more and more, and then people start seeing other people with it, the more people hit me up like, yo, I want a shirt, I want this, I want that. So it was like I told you in the beginning, like we have a limited amount, and now when you see other people wearing it, now you want to hit me up. And it's like, it's hard because like now I gotta cater to this person and make sure like this person I make sure whoever that person is gets whatever they're looking for. But it's hard because like you can't cater to everybody.
Can't.
So it's like sometimes it's like I be wanting to help people. I be wanting to get everybody whatever shirt that they want. But it's like sometimes like you came too late. But it's like when you're in a business, you can't really like come to somebody like, oh, like we don't got it. Or it's like it's kind of hard dealing with stuff like that, because it's like we're not always stocked up. You feel me? And it's like when we are stocked up, people want to wait too long. So it's like it comes to a point where like you kind of find yourself trying to do too much for other people, and you lose track of actually what like you lose track of the purpose of the business.
Yeah.
So like you start worrying about only selling shirts. You start worrying about only giving out certain type of like. We just lose track of the actual training aspect because we focus on too much shirts. First, it's other things that actually get in the way. Yeah. So like with me, is I always try to come back to the actual root of what the business is, and that's fitness, that's training, that's just health and wellness, things like that. So it's like that's like another issue that we sometimes deal with.
I think.
Yo, real quick, because I both paused, so I'm just saying this real fast. There's one thing though that I'll be thinking about. Because you gotta like, when you put yourself out there, even with anything, like with the walk of God, your fitness business, you want to be a lawyer, you want to be a doctor, whatever it is. When you start posting this stuff and you're like, you have to now live that life, right? Because if people see you doing something contrary to what you're doing, it's like, dog. How you want me to listen to what you're doing and you're not even doing it?
That's why I was asking, how does the name affect y'all? Because now you better be in the
so, so not only is it a Christian business, like it's a discipline. The root of it is Jesus. So it's also a discipline in your workout life, like the way you got to work out. So not only do I have to be consistent in my walk with God, I have to also be consistent in the way I'm working out. And at times, dog, I don't want to go to the gym, bro. Times I don't want to go to the gym. Times I don't even want to read my Bible. It's like, bro, these are things that I'm posting all the time. Like, these are things that, I'm portraying this lifestyle. It's like, bro, I have to do this. And not even really because of I'm posting, because that's like, whatever. I'm cool, I'm posting it. But literally because this is what I want to do with my life. Yeah. So it's like, I have to make this a priority.
Yeah.
Where are you guys headed with this? Like, what's the end game?
The end game is matter of fact, that was a great movie, just throwing it out there.
Yeah, it was.
But the end game is we wanna have our own facility.
Okay.
So just have our own gym, have our own place where we can bring kids in, so they can like play ball, train, mentor them, do different things. Yeah. So just just basically keeping them out of trouble. You feel me? And then
that's good.
With me, the plan is for me, I'm trying to go to a PT school, physical therapy school. So get there, and then from there we just working, like trying to get all the certifications that I need for fitness, nutrition, everything like that. And then from there we're just gonna work, and then just work on saving up, getting the building, getting everything that we need to actually fund everything that we got going on. So
I like that.
Yeah,
H&H to the world.
H&H to the world for me.
I like that.
I'm actually also trying to go to PT school.
That's good.
The end goal is actually it's madness. It's madness because we want our own campus in a sense, like an ancient days campus where we bring kids in who need mentorship and life in general.
Wow, that's good.
Bring kids in who want to get trained in all the different aspects of sports and everything like that. So the end goal is. It's kind of crazy, but we thank God for crazy.
And we're going to get there, man.
Yeah, definitely.
God can do anything, man.
Definitely. Definitely. I like the goal to give back to, I like what you say to keep them away from trouble. I like that you give them a reason to not just say, hey, stay away from trouble, but no, come, we got a way to keep you out of that.
Stay away from trouble.
That's good.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yo, check out their merch if you guys have it in stock.
We got a few, but just make sure you hit me up.
Make sure you hit them up. I'm gonna put the link to their stuff in the description, so y'all make sure you guys not just to check it out because the shirt, I mean, they look dope. But just so you know, you're supporting a young child out there from keeping them away from trouble. So thank you guys for coming. This is the first time we had two people who come.
Yeah. We made history today, baby. We in this thing.
Alright, see y'all next video.
Turkey's on. Hey, don't let the hood change you, man. Change the hood.
Yo, cut the camera.
Let me know.
I hope you guys can check our video on our other videos. Just click on it. And enjoy K-Wall Christian videos as we fly this drone. Bye.